Hello and welcome to Feedback Nexus YouTube channel. And today I've got Ben, the managing director of Feedback Nexus and creator. Ben,
Yes.
welcome to your own YouTube channel.
Thanks, John. Yeah, the first video.
The very first video. And the reason we're doing this today is because it's very easy to set up a YouTube channel and make a video but have no face to it. So we wanted to like bring this to you as real people. So I've got some questions for Ben about Feedback Nexus and what it does, so that you guys watching can better understand and make a decision whether this is ideal for your business or not. So yeah, Ben, my first question then.
Go for it.
What is Feedback Nexus?
Well, Feedback Nexus is an online platform that's aimed at small to medium SaaS companies that are offering like software products, but they need to gather their customer feedback into one centralized place. So normally when you're a small startup, if customers ask you, oh, it would be good if I had this feature, it'd be good if I had that feature, it's scattered all over the place via email, Slack, in spreadsheets. So our aim is to gather all that feedback wherever it's coming from your customers, and for the owners of the company running it to be able to see all the feedbacks, set the categories, and just work through it in an orderly fashion instead of being all over the place, basically.
Yeah, and having myself worked with new software that has been developed and being a user at the end, when you find missing features and then you raise a support ticket and then somebody rings you and then nobody really understands what you're trying to get at because you're not a software developer yourself,
Yep.
and you're trying to explain an industry issue within a software, it can be really, really frustrating. And quite often, once you've gone through that bit, you never hear anything ever again, and it could be a year before you see that thing turn up.
Exactly. And even sometimes with the larger companies, you can't even get hold of anyone to request a feature, so you're just stuck with what they think that should be in all the features. So yeah, that's why we built this system, really, because for that reason, really.
Yeah, well, that's literally my next question. Why did you create it?
Yeah, so I've been in web development since the early 2000s. Our company launched in 2005, and we've migrated over from, we were a web design company, basically providing websites for local businesses. And over the years, we've migrated into creating SaaS products. But basically, for anyone that doesn't know what a SaaS product is, it stands for software as a service. So it's like any system that you use, like your banking, your accounting, logging on to your school to pay your kids' fees, whatever. That is technically a SaaS product, even though it's on the web. Obviously, it's all web-based nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we migrated from web design and development into actual building systems that multiple companies use. We just maintain the systems. We obviously add features as we go, and we needed the ability to be able to collect customer feedback. Obviously, we've got support tickets, which is all done via email. But as you mentioned, it's really hard to take it from that initial email, give it to the right developers, whatever. All the organization is just all over the place. And then, so we decided, obviously, we needed something. So we had a look around, and some of the companies in the marketplace are obviously designed for top tier, the Apples, the Microsofts, and they're literally thousands a month. We aren't going to pay that. So on the other side of the scale, there was a couple that we tried. They were okay, but it's the classic entrepreneur mentality. If we can't find something that does it how you want it, build it yourself. And obviously, we're a web development company, so that's what we did. So now we've got an extra SaaS product in our basket, so to speak. So that's exactly why it came about, and we've built it from the the viewpoint of a small development company. This has got all the features that we need. It's got AI involvement and all the latest technology to help us gather the tickets, sort them into priority. We get the AI sentiment, so we know, oh, this area of the software is getting quite negative feedback. You might need to look at it. Or on the flip side, everyone's praising this. You're doing a good job on that side of the thing. So basically, in a nutshell, long story short, we built it because we couldn't really find anything that we wanted to our specification online, basically.
Well, I mean that you're answering my questions before we get to them.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, but it's true. I mean that goes into my next question, which is why is it better than the competition? And that's a tricky question to ask because obviously you don't want to dog your competition, but ultimately that's what you had to do. You looked and you thought, well, there's these cheap basic ones, but they don't really
Yep.
work. I
Yep.
want the features of this really high end stuff, but obviously as small businesses and small development agencies, you can't afford
Yeah.
thousands and thousands a month. So it's a perfect answer to that. And now you're in a well. Tell them about the price point and what where you can start at and kind of the levels, so
Yeah. Yeah.
people can
So
have a better understanding because we all see it like a basic, a pro, and an enterprise, but sometimes you don't really know what the jumps are and whether they're actual solid jumps that you need.
yeah. So talking about what you've just said about the paying thousands a month for the high end. So we wanted, as you suggested, we wanted to get all the good things about those systems to bring into ours. And on the other side of things, the low end of the market that didn't have AI, didn't have, it was very, very manual process. We wanted to compete on a level with their price point. So we had to sort of go in between. So we, as you just said, we've got a basic plan, a pro plan, and an enterprise plan. And obviously each one has got the next one up's got more features than the one below. So it's up to the company to choose which one they want. So the basic plan starts at £29 a month. So if a small company can't afford that, that that's as cheap as we could make it. So
Yeah, fair.
the only thing with that is it's one admin user. So this is more geared towards the solo developer that wants to manage his or her feedback in an easier way. And then the next level up is the pro plan. And then you can have 5 staff members or admin users, as we call them. And then you can create more categories, more portals, actually. So your feedback portal is the public facing part of the system where your customers would log the feedback requests. So with the
Yep.
basic plan, you get one portal. So a solo developer working on one thing, they only need one really anyway. The pro plan, you can have up to 3. So if you're a smaller or slightly larger team working on up to 3 products, you can basically separate them because you don't want all feedback mixing in to one
No.
place from 3 different products because that's even worse than having none.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's true.
so that's the £99 per month pro plan. And then at the top, you got the enterprise plan, which is only $299 a month. I think that's very reasonable for what you get. So you can have up to 6 feedback portals, unlimited feedback items, unlimited admin users, unlimited categories, tags. It's got all the AI bells and whistles. You can now have AI powered comment replies. So, for example, when a customer adds a feedback, someone else can comment on it like, oh yeah, I like that, that'd be good for us, whatever the comment may be. But
Yeah.
you can go in, literally click a button, choose professional, casual, or some other different tone of voices, and the AI will generate either a positive, a negative, different options. So you can say, we don't really like this feature, it's not fit for us, but in a nice way, sort of thing. So you
Yeah.
just press a button and it comes up with the reply. Obviously, you can edit it, tweak it before it doesn't just send it straight away. So that's the top plan, the 299 a month plan, and obviously there's extra AI things on top. You can have a white label experience, which means you can turn off all our branding. So the company using it, you don't know that it's from Feedback Nexus. It's just obviously it looks like their own thing with their own logo and even their own domain name as well. So you don't go to the
Wow, that's good.
feedbacknexus.com domain. So you could have your own company domain as a subdomain with your feedback portal on,
That's brilliant.
basically.
Quick question, because I'm just thinking as viewers might have this question: does the basic and pro have the AI feature, or is that only for the enterprise?
Okay, so the basic plan has basic AI features basically. So when a feedback comes into the system, no matter where it comes from, however, whether it's via the portal or the widget, I'm not talked about the widget, so I'll talk about that in a minute. AI gets to work and works out the sentiment of that feedback, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's negative, and so on. And also obviously works out, I suggest this should be this category or this tag, all those things. So the basic one just does. Sorry if I'm looking to the side. I'm just reading.
No,
Reading.
I've been checking my notes as well.
It does the sentiment analysis, but it doesn't suggest categories or tags. So the next one along the pro plan does AI powered prioritization. So it sort of suggests the priority of what it thinks going off the sentiment. So if it sounds urgent, like someone can't log in and something's badly broken, it'll suggest this is a high priority. And that they also the pro plan has the AI powered comment replies that I mentioned before, the AI roadmap descriptions. We've not even got onto the roadmap bit, but basically change log summaries. So essentially, the AI side of things makes your life easier because you don't need to physically log in, type things. You can press a button, you can accept the category that AI suggested or override it. You can, when you're adding a feedback item onto your roadmap, you can press another button so the AI can rewrite it in a professional, casual, or technical manner. So you just write a couple of sentences, press a button, and it rewrites it and it looks professional before you actually put it on your public roadmap. And then the last one, the enterprise plan, has obviously got everything that I've just mentioned with the custom domain and the white labeling. So it's everything plus the white labeling side of things, and obviously more feedback items, more users, and more portals, basically.
So it sounds like the basic user plan is, because I find as an independent small business that often I can't afford the big fancy one,
Yeah,
but when I buy the basic, it doesn't have any of the features at all, and it renders it like almost impossibly useful. But with this, even if you're in the basic to start off with, that's all you need, and
yeah,
then as you grow, you can grow with Feedback Nexus.
exactly. So the basic plan, sort of your one man solo developers, in my mind, you technically wouldn't be getting hundreds and hundreds of feedbacks anyway because you're very small and you're niche and whatnot. So the basic plan does everything you need. It gets the sentiment off the tickets. Sorry, the feedbacks coming in, and then like you've just said, when you outgrow that or you take on more staff and you starting growing as a company, you move up to the next plan, and then that's £99 a month, and then you get all the extra AI features unlocked until you want to obviously go to the top and you get everything.
Fantastic. Um, and well, I mean, for me, I think that goes back to what you said earlier about having that value for money. So, you're not just paying for a big
Yeah,
name. It's always the Apple versus Android thing, isn't it? Sometimes you pay all that money for Apple, but because you like the way it works, but you could actually get the same for a quarter of the money on an Android phone, and actually have more functionality a lot of
yeah,
the time. So I think it's a great product. I think it's something that I think a lot of people um, who have software platforms, actually I was thinking of a software company that I used that we were onboarded very early, and they could have really benefited from that system because they didn't know our industry, and they'd
Yeah.
come from another industry, and we were asking for all these things, but they didn't really understand what they were. So I certainly would imagine that their email trail was a complete mess the other end, and this would have cleaned it up and made it much more simple for them. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's brilliant.
exactly, like exactly what you just said. You don't want your feature roadmap in your inbox. That's just a nightmare. So we're coming at it from the point of we're doing it. We're in the trenches. We know what we need because we're doing we're developing stuff every day. So if our mentality is if we develop something that's suitable for us, 99, 95% of it will be suitable to other small companies in our situation. Basically, that's my mentality.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming and talking to me, and being so personable about your business, and that's what a good company needs, is a managing director that's willing to get in the, as you say, get in the trenches
Yeah,
and actually get down and get involved in the company. So I think that will really help the people watching who are maybe thinking about using Nexus, Feedback Nexus, for
yeah,
their business, put a face to a brand.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so I'm going to end it there, and we'll catch you all again on another video. We're going to have so much content coming over the next few months, and please, on the banner below, you'll see the website address. Go across there. You can have a look at the software. There's also a video, like a how-to video of the software, so you can see the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah,
And yeah, and there's a 5-day free trial if you want to try it out. So
yeah. No
thank you,
credit
Ben.
card required. Just you just need your email and log in, and then you're up and running.
Even better. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the other side.
Brilliant. Cheers, John.
No problem.